Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're cracking open a pretty huge topic, Ray Dalio's fascinating analysis of how empires rise and fall. See, he looked at 500 years of history and found this hidden script, a pattern that seems to be playing out right now in real time. So let's figure out what that means for every single one of us.
All right, so let's jump right in. And let's start with a feeling that I bet a lot of you have right now. It's this sense of unease, right? It's like we can all feel a big storm brewing on the horizon, but we have no idea when it's going to hit or how bad it's going to be.
I mean, think about it. Are you worried about your job, your savings, what the future holds for your kids? Doesn't it just feel like everything is getting more chaotic? You've got inflation, you've got conflicts, you've got all this tension in the air. It's like all the old rules, the ones we thought were stable, are just crumbling.
Well, if you're feeling that way, you are definitely not alone. It turns out one of the most successful investors on the planet, Ray Dalio, he felt that exact same anxiety. But here's the difference. Instead of just sitting on that feeling, he went looking for answers. And I mean really looking. Digging through 500 years of cold, hard data and history.
And what he found is honestly kind of mind-blowing. It turns out that all this chaos we're seeing, it's not random, not at all. It's a pattern, a cycle that has repeated itself over and over again throughout history. It's like a script, and what Dalio did was figure out how to read it.
So what is this pattern? Dalio calls it the big cycle. And the easiest way to get your head around it is to think of an empire's life just like a human life, right? It has a birth, a period of growth where it gets stronger and stronger, it hits its peak, and then, well, it starts to decline. Eventually, it's replaced by a new, younger, more energetic power. And this whole thing, this entire lifespan, plays out over about 250 years, give or take.
And this isn't just a theory. You can literally see it happen throughout history. Take the 1600s. The Dutch were on top of the world. Then, around 1850, their cycle ended and boom, the British Empire takes over, powered by the Industrial Revolution. Fast forward to 1945, after World War II, the British cycle wanes and, you guessed it, the United States rises to become the new global leader. It's the same story, just with different characters.
Okay, so that's the what. But what about the how? How does this cycle actually work? Are there specific ingredients that make an empire rise? And are there clear warning signs that it's about to fall? Well, according to Dalio, the answer is yes. It's almost like a recipe.
So, the recipe for a rising empire usually starts with one key ingredient, a strong education system. When you have smart, educated people, you get innovation in new technologies. That innovation makes you super competitive in world trade. And when you dominate trade, you get rich. That wealth builds up powerful financial centers, think London or New York in their prime, and pays for a strong military to protect all your interests. You see how it works? It's this amazing upward spiral where each success feeds the next one.
But here's the catch. Right at the absolute peak, when an empire feels invincible, that's when the problems start. Success makes you complacent. It makes you comfortable. Your workers get expensive. Your industries aren't as competitive as they used to be. And pretty soon, the empire starts borrowing money like crazy, just to keep the party going, consuming way more than it actually produces. The seeds of its own decline are planted.
And Dalio points to three giant, flashing warning signs. Three alarm bells that start ringing when an empire is entering its most dangerous final phase. Bell number 1, massive debt and printing money out of thin air. This just crushes the value of your currency. Bell number 2, huge fights inside the country. The gap between the rich and poor gets so wide that society starts to tear itself apart with political polarization. And bell number 3, a new powerful competitor rises on the world stage to challenge you. Now, any one of these is bad news, but when all three bells are ringing at the same time, you better brace for impact.
Okay, so this is where it gets really real. Because Dalio's most crucial and, frankly, most alarming point is that right now, today, all three of those warning bells are ringing. And they're ringing loud and clear for the current dominant world power. And when you put the two biggest powers side by side, the picture becomes incredibly stark. On one side, you have the US, which, according to Dalio's framework, is showing all the classic signs of a late-stage empire. We're talking huge national debt, deep political divides, and an economy that's all about consumption. Then you look at China, and you see the mirror image, the classic traits of a rising power. A high savings rate, an ambitious population, and an economy built on making things, with brand new, modern infrastructure to back it up.
And look, this isn't just a vibe or a feeling he has. Dalio is a data guy. He tracked 18 different measures of power, Everything from education levels and tech innovation to military strength and trade dominance. And when you put all that data together, this is what you get. The trend is undeniable. You can see the US line slowly declining, while China's is just shooting upwards. They're getting dangerously close to that crossover point, and that point has historically been a time of major conflict.
Yeah, this moment in the cycle is so well known it even has a name, the Thucydides trap. It's that incredibly dangerous period when a rising power threatens to displace a ruling one. And the historical track record here is, well, it's not great. Out of the last 16 times this has happened, it ended in war 12 times. Now that doesn't mean war is 100% certainty, but it means the odds of some kind of major conflict, a trade war, a tech war, or even a shooting war, go way up.
I know, this all sounds pretty terrifying. But the whole point of Dalio's work isn't to make us panic. It's the exact opposite. It's to prepare us. Because if you understand the storm that's coming, you can actually navigate through it. So the big question is, what does this all mean for you? For me? For us as individuals?
Okay, so Dalio lays out a personal strategy for what he calls an all-weather portfolio. Not just for your money, but for your life. First, your finances. The key is diversification. Don't have all your eggs in one basket, or even in one currency. Think about a mix of different things, like stocks, bonds, even gold. Second, yourself. You have to keep learning and updating your skills, especially ones that are valuable anywhere in the world. And third, and this might be the most important one, strengthen your community. Your family, your friends, your neighbors. Because when things get chaotic, that's your real wealth. That's your safety net.
And really, that's the ultimate takeaway from all of this. It comes down to this idea. Those who understand history do not fear the future, they understand it. Once you see this cycle, you stop seeing random, scary chaos in the news. Instead, you start seeing the patterns. It's almost like knowing the plot of a movie before it ends. You have a sense of what's coming next. And while it doesn't mean you can control the future, it empowers you. It lets you ask the most important question of all. Now that I can see the hidden script, what am I going to do about it?